sir, we're Pontypridd. Can I take your order, please?
One, two. Speaking to me now, the new BKB world champion, Daniel CHAPMAN. Dan, world champion, how does that sound?
You know what? I think when I first came into BKB, I think these were the first words I said. I think I said them to you, probably. I wanted to be a world champion. We've had a tricky old year with the pandemic, and fair play to the boys, BKB and the team. They put 2 shows on, and they promised me an opportunity would come with the world title. And it's unfortunate, it's supposed to be against Sean George, but he pulled out with an injury. So, they lived up to the mark. They still got a replacement opponent. And, I think I'm here now to set the bar. And I think all the guys that are my weight now are going to be worried because they have to fight me now because I got that title.
So talk us through the fight, perhaps people who didn't get a chance to watch it. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, John Spence, he's had hundreds of amateur and white-collar experience. He then went into bare knuckle, and he's had over 20 or 30 bare knuckles. Anyone who has that serious experience of bare knuckle is going to be half decent. He's gone in with the likes of Sean, Sweeney. He's fought some tough boys, and do you know what? I didn't even realise he hadn't lost in 3 years in bare knuckle. And I realised that because out of everyone Jim asked to step in and replace, none of the BKB team stepped in, and John did. He stepped in a week before the fucking fight. For me, I can't thank Spence for stepping in because this wouldn't have happened otherwise. I've been training since last March. 3 camps gone, and Spence stepped in. He's willing to take the challenge, and I respect him massively. And like I said, I take my hat off to him to stepping in last minute to give me this opportunity now.
And I think it's also a reflection of your professionalism, the fact that you went through the fight, because emotionally it must have been very difficult when you realised the George fight was off.
You wouldn't believe it, right? Good job, Jim didn't answer the phone. He said about the situation, and he's like, this is what you're going to be fighting. And then I said yes, and then I rang him about 5 times after, and he didn't answer, luckily, because I just said, look, I can't get motivated for this fight. And because I trained for Sean. And that was the fight. He's a big name in BKB. He's 18, bare knuckle. He's won a world title, British titles. He's here to fight, and he just beat Smudger as well. So that was another confidence boost that I know if he fought me tonight, he would have had to bring his A game, and he would have known he was against me, so he would have had to. So my respect is with Sean, and I am gutted about the situation. I just wish he might have spoke to Jim and just said basically, Dan, things are not going well. Or Jim, things are not going well in camp, can we push it to Jim? And I would have said yeah, but I carried on training, staying professional all the way through, and then to have a last minute change of opponent for any fighter, that's not good news, But again, I was here just to get the job done, and it's done, and now I'm world champion, and I can't thank my sponsors, my family, and mainly my coach. Adrian Sharon has been my wingman. He's been my coach, my best mate, my pain in the ass. I've been his pain in the ass, and he spent so much time around me, motivating me, pushing me through these lockdowns. I couldn't have done it without him because I was training in the gym on my own otherwise. We arranged sparring, we went to Tony Bogues 2-3 times a week. And fair play to Tony Bogue, I can't thank him enough. He organised sparring with me 2-3 times a week, and we travelled to Newport. And then I was doing my own training in between. And the likes of Oren Harry, one of my best mates as well, who was pushing me through my strength and conditioning. So for me now, it's just all about thanking everybody who's got behind me. And I want to say a little hello to Kian Harris and Ollie Sharon, my biggest supporters. Thank you so much for watching, and I've done that for you boys as well.
You've come a hell of a long way, Daniel, from that young kid I first saw walking a Gwynfi Amateur Boxing Club, was it? I don't know.
Yeah.
15 years ago, 20 even longer?
2002, I remember the plaque on the wall in John Radmore's. And, I was football crazy, and then I started boxing, and I had lots of energy. And I remember I used to come up to the gym, and John did. I tell you a funny story with John Radmore. I was only on my 2nd fight, and he said, "Oh, Dan, this is the boy you fight," and that little boy over there. I was like, "Oh, I can beat him," and I didn't know he was a Welsh champion already. And John said, "Yeah, you fighting him?" I said, "Oh, I beat him easy," and when it was Jay Harris, and I beat him in my 3rd fight, and he didn't tell me, and I was just thinking, "You bugger, John," But I realised then I was capable to go on then and win various Welsh titles. I think I won about 10 Welsh titles, 1 senior title, 2 or 3 British titles, and then a Commonwealth Games Youth, and then got on to Team GB. So for coming from a little area like Gwynfi, where John opened up a little boxing gym, you know, I travelled the whole world. And I can't thank John and Sonia and my foster mum Mary and Colin, my foster dad, enough, because that's where my life started, in Blind Gwynfi. It was just, you know, I never thought I'd be here. I think obviously I was destined to be Olympian or you know, a world champion as a pro fighter. That didn't happen, and I accept that, and I'm realistic. But I'm back in great condition, mentally and physically, and I'm going to be, you know, one of the greatest fighters in bare knuckle. I've set the standard massively.
If you could pick any opponent to fight in bare knuckle in your next fight, politics aside, who would you pick to fight?
To be honest with you, I mean, I want to fight Sean George next. I think people can understand is that this is not my natural weight. I'm a natural 65 kilo fighter. So for me, I wouldn't mind, after beating Sean, dropping down a weight to my natural weight. So I think then I could win various world titles at different weights.
Okay, thanks Dan. It's brilliant to watch you become a world champion tonight. Like I said, I've watched you from a young age, and I've watched you win Welsh titles, and it's brilliant to watch you win our belt. Well done, mate.
Hello, so we're Pontypridd. Can I take your order, please?